Do you want to have a Mastodon profile page that says, I know what I'm doing? One that looks nice, clean and sensible, and that showcases who you really are, and doesn't have a banner image that looks a little bit, well, off. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this episode as we tech enhance your primary care and learning. Mastodon is the growing social network that many people are turning to from particular other networks like Twitter. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how you can make your profile page just look that little bit slicker and a little bit nicer, and help make it so that your banner page doesn't look a little bit, well, off kilter. To do this, you just need to go straight to the profile settings in the preference section on the right hand side. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So this is what my profile page used to look like. And as you can see, the banner here just seems a little bit off. Now, interestingly, this is despite following Mastodon's guidance on what type of images to use. Additionally, if you look this on some of the apps, it looks even worse, to be honest. However, the other stuff that you can see on my profile page is my avatar, as well as you can see my name, my full username for people on other instances, a little bit of information about myself, and a guidance of various stuff I do, including links, and my profile metadata underneath, which includes my verified link. And don't worry, I've got some content coming up later that shows you how you can get this green profile link. To change the way your profile looks, you need to click on Preferences, and this will take you to the Profile section, starting off in the Appearance part. Here, you can add your display name, and you may see some people have a little blue tick here as well on some of their display names. It's not really a real blue tick like you'd seen on other social networks, but to be honest, you can put pretty much anything you want here. Next is your bio section, and here you can put various pieces of information about yourself. Important to note, just like a tweet, it's limited to 500 characters. You don't really have much visual space to play with, but you can put a lot more information, and you can use things like emojis, as you can see in mine. Links, however, do not hyperlink in the bio section. Underneath this section, you can then change or add in both your header and your avatar images. As it mentions, the header image ideally should be in a PNG, GIF or JPEG, at the most 2 megabytes, and they recommend that it will be downscaled to 1500 by 500 pixels. And it's the same information for the avatar, except this will be downgraded to 400 by 400 pixels. This is really important information to know when you're creating your images. We're going to come back to this section in a little second. A little bit further around are some of your profile settings in terms of whether you want a follow request, whether you're actually using a bot account, so a fake one, whether you want other people to find you, which I do, and if you want to hide your social graph. So the details of who you follow and who follows you, etc. Just below this is your profile metadata. This is where you can add hyperlinked links to various pieces of information around you. So I've got my EGP learning resources, I've got my Twitter profile because I'm still on Twitter, and I've also got my declarations, which is my own personal website, and this is the one that you saw verified. If you want to know how to do that, I've got a video coming up shortly at the end of this one that shows you exactly how to do that. However, back to the header image. So if you follow the guidance that you have, this is what the banner image may potentially look like. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit chopped off at the top, it's a little bit chopped off at the bottom, it doesn't quite look right. Important to note that your avatar fills this bottom left-hand corner, so any parts of your banner you put, you need to make sure the images don't block that out. But actually I found out that Mastodon changes the visualization of your banner, so actually using the 1500 by 500 guidance means that it looks just a little bit cropped. What would be better is if it looks something like this. So this is what my profile actually looks like, and this still uses the same 15 by 500 pixel image that Mastodon recommends. So how did I do it? Well, to be honest, it took a lot of trial and error. I can't really find any size guidance that helps you make this look more effectively online. And if you include this in the various different apps that are available, it gets even more complicated. But don't worry, I've made it a lot easier for you. What you can do is simply use my Mastodon header Canva template. Yep, I've gone and created one for you. So if you use Canva as your graphic tool, and I highly recommend you do, it's an awesome tool, whether you use the free or the paid account like I do. But by using the template, you can get my size guide that looks a little bit something like this. Now, I know that looks like a kaleidoscope of colors, but as you can see, this is a 15 by 500 header image. You've got the place for where the desktop avatar will be placed, and the text tells you the various different banners that you can see. So the blue area is the part that will show up on your desktop header. The purple one is what shows up on the Tusky app, which is the one that I use, and the green part is what shows up on the official Mastodon app in your header. So use that template simply to put your header image over those various different sections. Make sure it fits into the various parts that you want it to fit into. And there you go. That's your header image that actually looks a lot more effective and a lot cleaner. Mine has a small background around the edges, which just makes it look a little bit neater. But by following this template, it will mean that your header images will look so much nicer and cleaner in the various different apps, and especially on the desktop website as well. Now, I must admit, I've looked everywhere to find a template guide like this, and I can't find one anywhere. So I could charge for it, but you know what? I really don't want to. So if you want the link to access that Canva header template, just have a look in the descriptions down below. The upload link will be there for you using it on Canva. If you do find it useful, I'd love it if you could leave a like on this video, and better yet, share it with other people to help them have better looking header profiles. And if you do want that video that shows you how to get that green verification part on your profile, have a look right here. Alternatively, I've got more content that you can have a look at that shows you how to use Mastodon so much more effectively.